national anthem at all of you. Oh, well, if that's the only thing we're very, yes, the other way. Johanna! Woohoo! All right. Good afternoon, guests, students, Reverend Father, board members, faculty, all of the parents and family who found time today to come out and tell our graduates how proud we are of them, how much we wish we could be having our gathering this evening, and the parties that I'm sure you were planning. I didn't think I would be emotional, but it really was very something to see you all come by, maybe because it's been so long since I've seen you. Really, let's make the best of this, and know that as we have told you many times, when things change, we'll find another meaningful way to let you all know how much you mean to us. But right now, please be very, very proud of yourselves. We have with us today several board members. We have Ms. Manoogian, who is the Vice Chair of the Board, and Mr. Lyons, who is our Educational Head, We have Dr. Manoogian, and we have Mr. and Mrs. Surgeon. The graduates might be interested in knowing are graduates of the very first class of the Manoogian School ever. So, I'm sorry, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Serafian, longtime parts of our school. Great to see you. Parents and students, just a couple of things now as we go through this rather unorthodox graduation. We want the families to stand within arm's length of their cars. We understand that you want to get out to see better, to hear better, to take pictures. But we are observing the social distancing, and so we ask that you do the same. Students, the same. As cars come up here, we will present them with the students with the diplomas. But as they drive up, I have a few words to say. Those of you who have been to graduations in our school know that as the students walk across the stage, I talk a little bit about how long they've been here, what their achievements are over the years, what their goals are. We want to do an abbreviated version of that this year too. So I will be reading, but I need each of you to make that happen. All of us have to remain silent now until the last student has received her diploma. At that point, they will make another circle, and we hope everybody will cheer and yell as much as possible. But please refrain from applause and cheering and horns and anything else until all of the students have had their moment. All right, I want to say a few words as if, again, we were having a traditional graduation. You know, all of you, in fact, I'm a little overly famous, for always trying to convince you that you have to read a lot, you have to think a lot. I want you to think about how you should behave and how you should live. And gosh, I got cheated of 3 months to try and give you lasting life lessons. I'm sure you missed it greatly. I think the big lesson we all got from this is we are not as in control as we like to think we are. In many ways. Winston Churchill said, "A crisis is a terrible thing to waste." Perhaps the best thing any of us can do is to think back over the last 3 months and look ahead at the next several months, which don't look at all like normal. Decide what we've learned about ourselves. I know some of you have lost loved ones. Some of you have seen your family businesses teeter, or your jobs, that we hope just temporarily disappear. Some of you, my students, have had to go to work, really had to go to work to help support their families. Your plans for next year are in limbo. Those of you who finally pictured yourselves next year off on your own, independent, are now afraid that you might be watching your college classes on a screen in your bedroom. If you're not going to waste this crisis, as Churchill advised us, you need to take some time to evaluate how and what you did during these last 3 months. Even my most productive students admit they had some down times. I certainly did. In fact, I still do. Teaching on Zoom is not the same as seeing you every day, observing how you're acting, just not the same. Please, in these next few weeks, look at the areas of your life where you're proud of how you handled everything, and then consider the ones where you wish you'd done better. Not to blame yourself, but only because I think it's important that we tell you that life's going to throw some other curveballs at you too. Resilience, being able to get back up, is going to be one of the most important qualities you can ever develop. Consider your knowledge, your skills. These are the weapons you have. Make promises. You have responsibilities to yourself, your family, your community, your country, and your world. Remember that bad luck does not eliminate those responsibilities. As we watch our screens for the latest coronavirus count, and lately for the latest outrage. Please understand that you are now adults, and now you are either part of the problem or part of the solution. Some of you are able to vote this November, most of you in 2 years. Take that responsibility seriously. Our country only works if we each study issues, reach decisions, and act. I always close, and I hope you believe me, by saying that we care for all of you. We want to hear from you. Please, as you move on, send us an email. And when visits are possible, come see us. And now, I'm going to introduce Dr. Terosian, and then we will begin the handing out.
Thank you. Reverend Father AGBU, esteemed members of our Board of Directors, Principal Kalfayan, head teachers, faculty and staff, good afternoon. Dear parents, dear students, we love you and thank you for being here today. It is my great honor and privilege to be here with you this sunny afternoon in this welcoming parking lot in the shadow of our church to celebrate your accomplishments and triumphs. In the 50-year history of the Manoogian School, we have never held a drive-through graduation. This is a first, as we find ourselves in historically unprecedented times. A global health calamity, an economic meltdown, and a severe erosion of our social fabric. The perfect storm has caused tremendous death and misery all over the world. Our deepest sympathy to all who perished and to the innocent victims who continue to suffer from the ravages of this ominous storm. Dear class of 2020, please know how much we love you and we miss you. We miss your smiles, your hugs, and greetings. Senioritis came sooner than we expected this year. We missed our most valuable, most memorable trip to Armenia. You missed your famous senior skip day, the glitzy and romantic prom, the gargantuan and festive senior lunch, the award-studded sports banquet, the senior walk at the last bell, the final achievement award ceremony, and the very sweaty field day Olympics, the smoky and juicy barbecues, and the tearful yet joyous goodbyes on the last day of school and the signing of the yearbooks. The invisible virus robbed us of the joy and memories we were planning to cherish together. Now a glimmer of hope. Let us begin celebrating your achievements on this glorious day. Board Chairman Dr. Richard Marburger, Vice Chair Mrs. Alice Nigolosyan, and our commencement speaker, who's not here today, Dr. Sandra Elias, have a message for you which is filled with optimism and hope for a better future. I have enclosed their letters of heartfelt congratulations with your diplomas. Please make sure to take a few moments and read their inspiring messages to you. Dear students, this is your day. This day belongs to you, and it's a day unlike any other. I speak on behalf of the entire faculty and staff when I tell you how proud I am of you today. You have brought untold happiness to your families, relatives, friends, and faculty. I wish you all the success in the world. We know that today's world is much different place than what it used to be. It is full of uncertainty and challenges of historic proportions. My advice to you, and we've talked about this a lot, is a 4-letter word. I know what you're thinking. It is small, yet a powerful word, which will give you an edge in life and will ensure your success in college and in life. That word is grit. G-R-I-T, grit. Grit is tenacity. Grit is that unique combination of passion and perseverance. And research shows that it is the strongest indicator of success in life. You know the meaning of grit or tenacity, as many of you have demonstrated it year after year. To the parents of the graduating seniors, we thank you for trusting your children's educational future to us. Although we thank you for taking on part of this most important task during the Corona months, many parents became teachers. I don't know how well you did in chemistry and calculus, but thank you for trying. Parents now have a whole new appreciation of what the teaching profession is all about. So to the Armenian families, Խորին շնորհակալություն ցեզի, շատ ուրախ ենք, որ ձեր զավակները մեզի վստահեցաք այս քանդարիներ. To the Arab and Chaldean community, I should say shukran, thank you, Yislamu, shukran jazilan, thank you for being with us. And let me try my Ukrainian. It is Dabro Pajalovat. Is that good? And now, dear friends, by the authorities vested in me through the Manoogian School Board of Directors, our authorizing university, which is Central Michigan University, and the state of Michigan, I declare this fine, beautiful, talented, marvelous, enthusiastic, athletic, scholarly, driving a group of students as the Manoogian graduates of 2020. Thank you, and may God bless you. Let us honk. Let us give them a huge, huge thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. This truly is a memorable day. And my sentiment is that if this goes as well as we planned, we may do this every year. Forget the hall next door. I like the sunny outside air. So thank you again. And let me finish by thanking all of you, and may God bless you.
Normally, we would have spent Thursday afternoon rehearsing, so Wasim is making the rehearsal. Perhaps the next car can come up just a little closer. Wasim has been a Manoogian for 4 years. He has played soccer. He was involved in robotics. He was involved in chess, in computer programming. His favorite memory is the Kentucky field trip. Wasim plans to attend OCC, and he is not certain yet what he will study. Carefully. These are Talene Avakian. Talene has been a student here for 14 years. She was class treasurer, yearbook group, volleyball player, basketball player, continuous gym run for the honor roll, prom committee, dance. Talene plans to attend Oakland Community College, where she will study interior design, interior architecture, and business. Jonathan Avram has been a student at Manoogian School for 7 years. He is quite an athlete. He has played soccer. He was most valuable player and received the Cougar Award. He played basketball. He was on the automotive team, varsity soccer captain. Jonathan has plans of becoming an entrepreneur, and he plans to begin work on that immediately, over the summer. Alicia Belarzova has been a student here for 4 years. She has received awards as the most improved in ESL. She has been a very valuable member. We have all enjoyed her singing of the school choir. Her most valuable or greatest memories are the Kentucky trip and a trip that she had with biology. Alicia plans to attend Mott Community College and then University of Michigan Dearborn. She's going to go in the medical field, and I'm going to pronounce it the way she wrote it. She eventually plans to become an otorhinolaryngologist. I think that's an ear, nose, and throat doctor, but a very advanced one. Much more impressive. Okay. Alexandra Bergian has been a student here for 4 years. Her list makes it sound as if it's quite a bit longer. She has been on the administrator's list. She was a winner in the Manoogian Idol. She was the National Honor Society Treasurer. She participated in the My Lead course and the Career Readiness Academy and a Wayne State University internship, student council, automotive group, volleyball. Her plans are to go to UW Dearborn, where she will study mechanical or electrical engineering. Upon graduation, she's going to be the first woman in her family to ever graduate with a degree in engineering. Has been a student with us for 6 years. He has received awards as the most improved student in ESL. He played soccer. He has been involved with chess. He's been a part of plans to go into computer engineering, which he did study here. His favorite memories are a pep rally. He's going to go to Mott Community College and then transfer to Wayne State University. All these interests in business. Christopher Manoogian has been a student here for 15 years. He's been on the honor roll, clearly one of our athletic leaders. He has won an award for the most sit-ups. He's a soccer player, participated in the Career Readiness Academy and Hanukkah dance. His best memory was junior year gym class. Gavin plans to start at Oakland Community College and transfer to Wayne State University, and he plans to become an electrical engineer. For 10 years. This year she was on part of the fundraising committee for all those wonderful events, which did not happen. She's received honor roll awards. She received an award for the 3rd place in a continuous run. And her best memories, several people's best memories, I'm going to ask questions later, are the water wars in Mr. Scott's class. Heather plans to start at Oakland Community College and then transfer to Oakland University, and she wants to study nursing. Rita George has been a student at Manoogian for 3 years. She's accomplished a lot in that much time. Rita won an award for the most sit-ups. She's played soccer. She was on the fundraising committee, part of the yearbook staff. She received an award as most conscientious in English, most improved in math, and her fondest memory in her 3 years is making noodles in math class. Rita plans to begin at Oakland Community College and transfer to Oakland University. She's going to major in business and human relations. Perhaps amusing me. Marcus Hammy has been a student at Manoogian for 13 years. He spent the year as the voice of Manoogian in the morning. He has an award or a name as Miss Teresa's best buyer. He was head of production for the school store. He was on the prom committee. His fondest memory has to do with 5th grade, Mrs. Calfan, but I will not talk about it right now. And he plans to begin at Oakland Community College and transfer to Oakland University in business. Here's his quick smile. Get your coat out. been a student here for 4 years. He's been on the administrator's list. He is one of 5 students in this class to receive our STEAM certificate for the science, technical, engineering, arts, and math classes he has taken. Fadi has received a $500 scholarship for his second place finish in the genocide paper contest, sponsored by the Robert Ajemian Foundation. He was involved in robotics, engineering camp, National Honor Society, Quiz Bowl, Career Readiness Academy, robotics, dual enrollment, meaning that he has taken classes at college while taking classes here. And his fondest memory is Dr. Trosian and Mr. Scott racing behind the school. Fadi intends to go to U of M Dearborn, and he will major in engineering, possibly electrical. Matthew Kakos is another student who has been here for 15 years. He has been on the honor roll. He received an historian award. He was the basketball teammate of the year and most improved in basketball. Was involved in cross-country running. Participated in the Career Readiness Academy. He was the chief economic officer of the school store. He was involved in organizing pep rallies, and those are his favorite memories. And he planned to begin at Oakland Community College and then go to either Oakland University or Wayne State University, where he hopes to study law enforcement. Justin Kashat has been a student here for 12 years. He's been on the honor roll. He played basketball and soccer. He was a class representative, school store vice president of production. He was involved in fundraising for his class, along with a few others. His favorite memory is junior year gym class. And Justin plans to begin at Oakland Community College and then move on to Oakland University. Nazari Kiefer has been a student here for 6 years. He has been on the administrator's list and the honor roll. Nazari is our class valedictorian. He has also received the STEAM certificate. He has received a $1,000 scholarship from the Angela Barbarian Foundation. He was involved with Quiz Bowl, robotics, National Honor Society, dual enrollment, Career Readiness Academy, the Wayne State University Summer Program. He plans to attend the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, the College of Engineering, and he is uncertain yet whether it will be electrical or mechanical. Mixock. Vitaly has been a student here for 4 years. I think there are a number of students who are waiting for Vitaly to leave so they can try and stake their claim to the ping pong table. Vitaly has won awards for doing the most sit-ups for soccer and for a ping pong competition. He is most willing to run errands to help out his classmates when they need somebody to transport them. His best memory is his very first year at the Manoogian School. Vitaly plans to attend Oakland Community College and study computer science and engineering. Thank you. Has only been with us for 2 years, but she's made a mark. She's on the administrator's list. She has received a $1,000 scholarship from the Robert Ajemian Foundation for her first place entry in the Genocide Paper Competition. She has received the Dr. Doodler Award. She's got certificates for soccer, basketball. She was the voice of Manoogian in flawless Armenian all year long. And now she plans to begin at Oakland Community College and then transfer to a university. Her career choice is uncertain yet. She's going to look around. Fadi is the other person leaving who has given hope to all the others who hope they can play ping pong all during lunch. Fadi has been here for 4 years. Most of those years he had the award for eating the most watermelon the fastest on our field days. He was cheated this year. He's won the 2nd place in a ping pong tournament. Fadi plans to study at Oakland Community College. He's not sure yet what he will follow up. We wish we could. Yulia Kotick. Yulia Kotick has been here for 3 years. She has received awards for her hard work and achievement in ESL. Along with many, many students, the Kentucky trip is her fondest memory of the time here at school. Yulia plans to begin at Oakland Community College, start as a medical assistant, and then later move on to nursing and/or becoming a doctor.
This is a large class, folks.
Yeah. Michael Mixock has been a student here for 6 years. He has been on the administrator's list. He is one of the 5 students to receive the STEAM Award. He was the National Honor Society Vice President participated in the Career Readiness Academy, and a Wayne State University internship, and he was on the robotics team. Michael plans to begin at U of M Dearborn or Wayne State University, and undecided right now between law or psychotherapy. Yeah. Didn't he do this when he was younger? I remember. Yes. Rafi, didn't we see you on top of a car many years ago?
Probably.
Rafi Ognayan has been here for 15 years. Rafi, again, is one of the 5 students to achieve the STEAM certificate with his class choices. He received an award as the most improved in calculus. He participated in the Career Readiness Academy. He played basketball, soccer, was on the robotics team. He was an active member of the prom committee while we thought we were having a prom. He was involved in the school store, security. He was a class representative to the student council. And Rafi plans to take some courses at Oakland Community College, and he is going to go into real estate. I'm sorry, 1 minute please, I let myself get distracted, which is fading. Mariana Kadlubna has been a student here for 4 years. She's on the administrator's list and the honor roll. She participated in the Career Readiness Academy. She played soccer. She was on the electric car team. Her, along with so many others, her favorite memory was the Kentucky trip. Mariana began to begin at Macomb Community College, and she will study law. Has been a student at our school for 5 years. She has received awards for her writing, including Best Writing in ESL class. She's been on the honor roll. She is another whose fondest memory is that Kentucky trip where they went to an automotive supplies parts plant. She plans to begin school at Mott Community College, where she will study forensic psychology, planning to go into law. Anastasia Rostetska has been in Manoogian for 3.5 years. She is also someone whose voice we've enjoyed very much in the choir. She received an award for the most sit-ups. Her fondest memories are her field trips with Mr. Scott, Mrs. Goseni, and Mrs. Bablumian. I think she likes field trips. And she plans to attend Oakland Community College, still undecided about her major. Saka has been here for 4 years. This is our student council president this year. He played basketball. He was involved in the school store security. Favorite memory is the pep rally of 2020. Ayad plans to enroll at Oakland Community College, at least for a start, and he will major in business. Victoria Savalyak has been a student here for 5 years. She has been on the administrator's list. She received an award, which is not something to sneer at, for being most hardworking in Algebra 2, most improved in pre-calc. The Kentucky trip was also her favorite memory. She plans to begin her studies at Oakland Community College, transfer to Wayne State University, and take all those math skills into business. Donovan Senna has been a student at Manoogian for 10 years. He has been a lead player in basketball. He was most valuable player, most improved in basketball. He has an unusual memory that I too remember that day, the day that he and another group were locked in the bathroom. And we do remember very well. Donovan plans to enroll at Oakland Community College, and from there, he will begin the study of law. I'm sorry, we've changed it. We're going to start at Oakland University. Andre Sturko has been a student here for 6 years. We will miss the days when he had little time to play the piano. Andre has been on the administrator's list. He received the STEAM certificate. He took the first place in Manoogian Idol. He participated in the AGBU recital. He was on the National Honor Society, the robotics team, the school store board of directors. quiz bowl. His favorite memory is when Mr. Tracer and Dr. Terosian fought with lightsabers. I'm sorry I missed it. Andre plans to enroll at U of M Dearborn and then transfer to University of Michigan Ann Arbor. And at this point, he thinks he will study aerospace engineering.
Okay, so first this one, all right.
Lida Taraschek has been here for 2.5 years. She has received an award for outstanding artistic creativity. Her memories are the Washington field trip and trips with Mrs. Manoogian. She plans to begin at Oakland Community College to become a medical assistant and then begin the long path to studying to be a doctor. Anthony Tambolian has been a student at Manoogian for 15 years. He's been on the honor roll and the administrator's list. He was most improved in chemistry. He has the boys' record for continuous run. In his senior activities, he was involved in yearbook, prom, class secretary. His memory is when we burned the bread for our class feast in Mr. Novak's room. Anthony plans to enroll at Oakland Community College and then transfer to Wayne State University, where he plans to study physical therapy. Dennis Trustinsky has been a student here for 4 years. Very athletic. He took a first place in both gym push-ups and sit-ups. He's been involved in calisthenics, the cross-country running team, and on his own time, he does some very serious dance instruction. Dennis's fondest memory here was our first trip to Cedar Point. He plans to enroll at Oakland Community College and Oakland University to study computer science. Tiffany Tufenction has been here for 15 years. She's been on the administrator's list. Tiffany has received a scholarship of $1,000 for the Miss Diana Kazalian Award. She has an Ace Driver Award, and she is the National Honor Society Secretary. She participated in My Lead, Career Readiness Academy, Building the Electric Car, Yearbook, Armenian Dance, and was class representative. Tiffany plans to attend Wayne State University beginning in psychology and then hopes to become a physician's assistant. Roxiliana Vasquez has been a student here for 4 years. She has received awards for excellence in biology, outstanding achievement in algebra, best chemistry student. She received a Golden Sketchbook Award, outstanding achievement in pre-calc, exceptional understanding in work in civics and economics, and she's obviously on the administrator's list. Her fondest memory is the Kentucky trip. She plans to begin her studies at Oakland University and hopes to become a dermatologist. I was going to tell you that. Yulia Vasquez has been a student here for 4 years. She has been on the administrator's list, National Honor Society, outstanding achievement in pre-calc, most hardworking in Algebra 2, excellence in Armenian studies, 3rd place in gym push-ups, 1st place for the continuous run, exceptional work in ESL, vocabulary expert in ESL, National Honor Society. Her memories are the Stony Creek field trip and the pep rally of 2018. Yulia will begin at Oakland University where she will study computer science. Raquel Yeldo has been a student here for 14 years. She's on the administrator's list, class salutatorian, and has received $1,000 from the Angela Barbarian Foundation. Raquel is the National Honor Society president, is involved in student council. I'm sorry, president of student council. I've got that wrong. National Honor Society president and involved in student council. She's part of the Career Readiness Academy, the school store board of directors, my lead, the prom committee, the yearbook, her class vice president, and her best memory is the surprise birthday her class planned for her. Raquel will attend Oakland University and she's going to begin a medical career. Stephanie Yeldo has been a student with us for 7 years. She has received awards as the most improved in geometry, honor roll, greatest codester in computer science, leadership, positivity and commitment in girls soccer, most helpful in honors English, school store chief of marketing, Career Readiness Academy, soccer captain, cross country, basketball, yearbook committee. The Washington, D.C. trip in 2017 is her fondest memory. Stephanie will begin studying at Oakland Community College and decide about her major after she's had more experience. Nazar Yeranosian has been a student here for 10 years. He has been on the honor roll, the administrator's list. Nazar has been designated the AGBU Heritage Scholar and has received a scholarship of $2,667. He has also been awarded the Outstanding Achievement in Math, National Honor Society. He's been involved in soccer, the fundraising committee, dual enrollment, Career Readiness Academy. His memories are the Mackinac and the Washington, D.C. trip. Do you notice how often their memories are trips away from school? Nazar plans to enroll at U of M Dearborn, and he will study medicine. We find it entirely fitting that the last name alphabetically is the president of this class, who did an awful lot to keep it together for the last 3 months. Angela Johanna has been a student with us for 15 years. She's been on the honor roll and the administrator's list. Angela has been awarded $500 from the Judge Gladys Barsamian Foundation, a Service and Leadership Award. She's most improved in basketball. She's received a Cougar Award. She received a prize for her American and Me essay in 8th grade. Outstanding writers in honors English. She is one of the people who has received college credit for English from her AP to English score. She's on the prom committee, student council, basketball, peer mediation, yearbook editor, school store chief of human resources, Career Readiness Academy, National Honor Society. Her memory goes back quite a ways, but you can see where it would. Going the 3rd grade class for hours on my first day of school instead of my actual 1st grade class. Apparently nobody caught her. Angela will begin at UD Mercy. She plans to study in medicine.
On behalf of the entire school, we wish the graduates, we congratulate them, we congratulate the parents. You put a lot of hard work into this, make it happen. The faculty as well, Dr. Torosian, Mrs. Kadri, we thank you all for your efforts. Congratulations and good luck in your future plans. Good luck. Thank you.
Mabruk, congratulations, we love you. Thank you.